Cheer whānau, no mai hoki mai to another video. Today I want to discuss, today I have a question that I want answered. And that is, what stigmas surround seeking help for men's mental health? Now, I've asked Uncle ChatGPT this question, and he spit out some answers for us. So we've got 9 key points here that that stigmatize men seeking help for their mental health. So I'm gonna start from the top here. ChatGPT said, stigma surrounding men's mental health and seeking help can manifest in various ways, creating barriers that discourage men from reaching out for support. They're reaching out for support. Some common aspects of the stigma may include, so number one is perceived weakness. Perceived weakness. There is a societal expectation that men should be strong, resilient, and self-reliant. Seeking help for mental health issues may be perceived as a sign of weakness, contradicting traditional norms of masculinity. So, perceived weakness, that's basically like people think, or you believe, if you're struggling with your mental health, or you have concerns about your mental health, you may perceive people's judgment of you as weakness, which isn't true. Like, I don't believe that. If you're seeking mental health to better yourself, to make yourself, healthier and stronger, like, that's not weakness. That's literally like you're trying to help yourself. And there's no weakness in wanting to help yourself, wanting to improve, be better. Number 2 is fear of judgment. Men may fear judgment from their peers, family, or colleagues if they admit to struggling with mental health. The concern about being seen as incapable or unstable can be a significant deterrent to seeking help. So fear of judgment, it's the same kind of, it comes from the same place as perceived weakness, right? You're worried about other people's opinion about you. You're worried about these people think they're judging you, or your peers or your family, like, forming an opinion about you and your mental health, which isn't true most of the time. If people really care about you, they're not gonna judge you. They're not gonna think less of you for wanting to help yourself and solve your mental health problems. Social stereotypes. Social stereotypes is our third. Social stereotypes about mental health seeking, such as associations with violence or instability, can create a reluctance to admit struggling with mental health. Men may worry about being unfairly stigmatized or facing discrimination based on misconceptions. So, say social stereotypes. So that's that whole, like, I don't want to be associated with having mental health issues because people may think I'm mentally unstable, or people may think I'm angry or violent or crazy, But we all struggle with mental health. We all have some sort of mental disorder or problem or trouble that we're dealing with. Like, we all struggle with the same things, just in individualized ways. So that was 3. We're on 4 now. 4 is vulnerability and loss of control. Some men may view acknowledging mental health challenges as a loss of control over their emotions or lives. This fear of vulnerability can lead to a resistance to seeking help, as it may be perceived as giving up control or admitting inadequacy. So it's the same thing as social stereotypes. Vulnerability and loss of control. It's like, you don't want to admit that you're not okay. But we all have to admit. You have to recognize there's a problem before you can address it. And if you don't even acknowledge it, then, how are you gonna solve up here, man? And it's not vulnerable. There's strength. Like, a lot of strength is required in order to help yourself, man. A lot of strength is required in order to recognize that you're not okay. And I encourage you, if you think you're not okay, to seek help. 5. Lack of role models. A lack of visible role models or public figures openly discussing their mental health struggles can contribute to the stigma. Having positive examples can help normalize seeking help and reduce the perceived stigma around it. So this is where like I come in. Nah jokes. No, seriously though, like I'm trying to spread this awareness because that destigmatizes men seeking help for their mental health. You know, in order for us to acknowledge something, we have to accept that, that it's real, and this mental health is on the rise, man. We're dealing with a crisis here, or at least in my country, New Zealand. So yeah, it's real, whānau. This shit is for real. Limited emotional expression is our number 6. Societal expectations often discourage men from openly expressing their emotions. This can make it challenging for them to articulate their mental health issues and seek help when needed. So, limited emotional expression. So that's like, I suppose it is tough for some men to like openly discuss how they feel and how they think, but that's what friends are for, you know. That's what family's for. Like, you need to get over the line of thinking that these people are gonna judge you in a negative way, and even if they do, like, at least you're sharing your concerns. At least you're sharing your thoughts and emotions and feelings. Like, you can't keep that to yourself, man. Like, if you're worried, tell somebody. You can't just be worried and then not do anything about it. Number 7. We're getting there. There's 9. We've got 3 more. Concerns about professional consequences. So men in certain professions may worry about the potential impact on their career if they disclose mental health struggles. Fear of negative repercussions in the workplace can prevent some men from seeking help. So basically, like, if you're worried about expressing your mental health concerns in your workplace because you may get fired for that, then fucking leave the job, man. Fuck that. Like, that's not worth your mental health, eh? Like, if the job is causing you mental stress, fuck that. Leave the job, man. There's no amount of money that's worth your mental struggle, your mental, depression, your mental, like, fuck that, man. Fuck that. Fuck that job. There's plenty of other work out there. Like, anyways. Cultural and ethical stigma. This is number 8. Cultural and ethical factors can also play a role, as different societies may have varying attitudes. As different societies may have varying attitudes towards mental health. Stigma may be heightened in cultures that place a strong emphasis on stoicism and downplay the importance of mental well-being. So that's just your cultural and ethics stigmas. I think cultural and ethical factors may also play a role. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like mental health, it's everything. It's a everyone. Like, not a cultural or ethical. Like, everyone suffers from mental health. But maybe more so in different cultures. Maybe more so in minority groups. Just seek help, man. Shit. Whether you're white, red, blue, black, just talk about it, man. Limited awareness or available resources. This is our last one. Number 9. Limited awareness of available resources. Some men may not be aware of the mental health resources available to them, or they may have perceived these resources as inaccessible. Lack of information can contribute to the reluctance to seek help. So yeah, that's just like, if you Google, right, mental health resources or services, Google will spit something out for you, man. Like, I know in my country, New Zealand, if you just look up like suicide services or mental health or depression services, there's a kabillion websites to go through. This is a big concern in my country, New Zealand. Like, quick fact, We're actually the second. This is the second. We have the second highest youth suicide rate in the world per capita, and there's only 5 million New Zealanders in this country. That's incredibly high for such a small country. Yeah, it's just it's rampant, man. Shit is rampant. So yeah, that's what Uncle ChatGPT spat for us. And towards the end, saying addressing these stigmas involve challenging traditional gender norms, fostering open conversations about mental health, promoting positive role models, and increasing awareness of available mental health resources. Encouraging a culture of support and understanding is crucial in dismantling the barriers that prevent men from seeking the help they need. This is what I'm here for, finally. Let's tear these walls down, bro. Like, let's make this shit okay to talk about. So yeah, if you're interested in reading over this because you just didn't understand me, or whatever, I'll leave this very question and answer in the description below, and you can read it there. But yeah, in terms of this question, yeah, how do we destigmatize something? We need to acknowledge it first. We need to accept it, and then only then can the discussion be had about destigmatizing it or breaking it down. So let's do that. Let's talk about it. But that's me, finally. That's my little video for today. I hope you learned something. And just so you know, it's okay. It's okay if you're struggling. It's okay if you're dealing with shit. It's okay if you're in a bad place in this world. That's life. You're living, okay? Don't do anything stupid. Don't you fucking kill yourself, okay? Bruh, don't do it. It's not worth it. Your struggle may end. Your bullshit may end. Your stress, your depression, your anxiety, whatever the fuck, it may end. But you're only removing that and you're putting it onto other people. People who love you, like your family, your friends. And speaking of them, talk to them, man. Reach out. If they really care about you, they'll help you. They will. And if they don't help you, then they're probably dealing with their own shit too. Don't take it personal. Anyways, Fano, I hope you have a better day. I hope you have a good day today. Okay? Truly better living. Cheer.